let's talk about volume. So, from another lesson, we learned that geometric solids are shapes that take up space. And so, volume is used to describe the space that those shapes take up. And to measure volume, we use cubes that occupy the space. So, let's do an example. Let me see. It's going to be quite a bit of drawing. And it's not going to be perfect. So we're going to do a cube, right? It's got 3 layers here. So let's find the volume of this shape. So really we need to find how many cubes the shape holds. And so we can use centimeters, feet, or meters, but a cube in itself is the unit is a cubic centimeter. So like that. Or a cubic foot or a cubic meter. For this one, we're going to do centimeters. And so we know that there are 3 layers of cubes. Here's 1, 2, 3. Top layer, middle layer, and bottom layer. And there they go back 3 times also, right? So this first one, if we look at this, that's 1 cube, 2, 3, and it's 3 across, right? So if you do a 3 by 3, that's going to be 9 for this first section. And then if you go back, I forgot this. So that's just that single slice there. And there's 2 more, right? There's this one. With all of its cubes. And this slice. So if you think of it like bread, the blue piece has 9 because it's 3 here and 3 here. And so they're all going to have 9, but the blue piece is first, so we're going to do that, and then we just add them all together or multiply. Excuse me. So there's 9 here, 9 plus 9, 18 plus 9. So it's going to be centimeters cubed. I guess it doesn't see that I solved it. So the volume of this prism is 27 centimeters cubed, or 27 cubes. That's how many cubes are in there. So whenever you find the volume, you can think of it as building the shape. say we're building for this, it was a loaf of bread. We did the first slice, then the second slice, then the third slice. That's all that's left in there. But you can have more slices of bread in a loaf depending on how much you eat. So you can just think of it as building one layer at a time or one block at a time. So let's do another example that's kind of like that. Let me switch it back. So let's do this prism. Okay, let's say this is 4, 2, these are in centimeters, and this one is going to be also 2. Well, let's do it as 3. So we want to build this up. Let's build the base. Okay, so we know it's 4 across, right? And then we know it goes back. So how deep it is 3. So that's the bottom layer, or that would be this bottom slice here. I guess actually, since it's only 2 up, it would be more like in half, right? So the bottom slice is half since it only goes up 2. So if we counted all these cubes, we know it's 3 by 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. Or if you wanted to count them all at once, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But it's the same as if you're doing the area. So we have that, but that's just one part of it. So it wouldn't be the area because we also have to add this layer since it goes up 2 to find the volume. And so since it's up 2, you can multiply this times 2. Or you can add every single piece if you wanted to draw it out. But we already know that this one is 12. So this one's going to be 12 too. So that's how you find it. You could also do, so we know that it's 12 cubes per layer. So if you do unit multipliers, 3, no, this is not 3 layers, this is 2 layers. So the layer would cancel out, and it's 12 cubes times 2, which is still your 24 cubes. Alright, so that's how many cubes can be placed in this box. We can put 24 inside of them. So let's do, or we can put 24 inside of this one. Let's do, what's the volume of this cube? let's say this is 5, 5, and 5, right? Or, oops, that last 5 should be on this bottom. So it goes up 5 layers. There are right 5, 5 here. So there are 5 rows, 5 columns. So let's start at the bottom and build. Let's build out this little base, the first layer, or the bottom slice. So you can think of it like stacking small cubes to make this bigger square. So this bottom one, we know is 5 across going this way, and then it goes back 5. Okay, so this is 5 by 5. That's going to be 25 cubes, right? 5 times 5, or if you count each individual cube, that will be 25. So now we know there's 25 in this layer. So in this very bottom layer that's whited out. But we have 5 of these layers. So 25 times 5 should be 125 cubes. So that's how many cubes make up this prism. Cubes. There's 25 cubes per layer, and there are 5 layers, which is the same as the 25 times 5, right? So, or we can do 125. If they're centimeters, well, let's do if they're inches, would be inches cubed. So we can put 125 small inch cubes inside of this prism. And that's pretty much the gist of volume. You're finding out how much space the object takes up. So everything inside of it, you're not just finding the surfaces, you're finding everything inside. So that's it for this lesson. All right, thank you.